Have you tried to set a bedtime routine for yourself, but it gets complicated and it's so many steps, and if you miss one step, then the belief gets created that I won't be able to sleep tonight because I didn't follow my bedtime routine to a T. Well, what I want to talk about today is how can you create a bedtime routine for yourself that's easy, uncomplicated, and that works. I know it works because this is how I create my bedtime routine, and this is how I help my clients create their bedtime routines. So that's what we're going to talk about today. My name is Carol Richard. I'm a sleep coach, and I help people just get sleep without all the gimmicks and the complicated rituals, and how to actually stay in tune with their nervous system so they can see what is happening, why they're not sleeping. So before we go ahead, why don't you go to my website, grab a copy of my free guide, Journey to Better Sleep, 5 action steps to improve the quality of your sleep. Sign up for that, and you'll also get notified of my YouTube videos that get sent out every Friday. So you'll be on my email list to get those. So when I have another video like this, you'll get that right into your inbox. So as you think about creating the bedtime routine that is going to work for you, because a bedtime routine is going to be different for everybody, we're going to look at it this way. So the first thing we're going to talk about is putting the day to rest. The second thing we're going to talk about is choosing the activities that you're going to do the last few hours before bed. And the third thing is really looking at your bedroom and making sure that your brain associates the bedroom with a place of sleep and not a place of worry. So for the first step, which is putting the day to rest, what do I mean by that? So before you go to bed or before you can start your evening routine, let's get out of your head everything that's in the way of you getting rest and calming down. So one of the things that I do, I am very, I would say most of the time, I'm going to say 95% of the time, my laptop is turned off at the end of the day and I don't go back to it, with the exception of like, if I'm taking a course and because of different time zones, it happens to be in the evening, I might be on my laptop longer, but for the most part, I'm not on my laptop. So I'm taking everything that I have left to do in my work day and putting it out on paper. I'm creating a list for what do I need to do tomorrow, and I'm taking it all out of my head. And this list is in my office. I'm very lucky to work from home. So as I go through my evening, if something pops up, I just come in here, I write it on the paper, and I walk out again. So it's very important to take out of your head and write down the things that you don't want to forget, because we don't want those things to be remembered at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So first thing, put your day to rest. And then at the same time, start creating your list for tomorrow without overthinking it. You know, we can make everything complicated because that's what we humans do, but just make it simple. Just write a list. Like I actually use loose leaf. I always have those right here in front of my computer, and I just write notes. And when I'm done with it, rip it up, put it away. That's the first thing. The second thing I want you to think about is choosing activities those last few hours before bed that are boring, calming, and non-activating, if I can put it that way. And what I mean by that, so I recently had a conversation with a client where she was like, oh, I can't be around blue light before bed, so I'm wearing these glasses, which complicated bedtime ritual. If you don't have your glasses, if you're not home, then right there, you'll think, oh, the blue light is going to affect my sleep. And there's a possibility of that. But the bigger possibility is that you have just read something on Facebook, on Instagram, a comment that somebody made, and it activated your nervous system. It made you feel angry, frustrated, anxious, not good enough, whatever it is. And so now you've gone from not only the blue light, but also the activation of your nervous system. So that's why it's better if you can choose to put your phone away. I had another client who says that she likes to read books on her Kobo, I think it's called, one of those electronic book readers. And I said, that's fine. And she goes, really? Is it okay? And I said, well, it depends on the book you're reading. Again, we're talking about your nervous system. Is the book that you're reading a nice, comfy book that makes you feel good? Or are you trying to read a self-help book on how to help yourself with your addictions and all the stuff that then makes you feel, again, is the feeling, right? I'm activating my nervous system. So depending on your book, I would never read a true crime book before bed because then I know I would not sleep. So books, on paper is fine. If you're going to read it on your phone, again, it's fine as long as you're not browsing social media, or anything else that will activate your nervous system. Let's take out the complication of the blue light. And instead of wearing glasses that make it difficult if we forget them, let's just stay off the electronics or choose an activity on those electronics that is calming. The other thing that you might want to choose is watching TV. So there's some people say no TV before bed, no TV in the bedroom. Now, I don't like a TV in the bedroom. Some people have it in the bedroom. Again, I'm going to say to you, what are you watching? So it's not about the TV being on. Yes, it disrupts our sleep and it affects our sleep if we can hear it while we're sleeping, because our brain never really stops listening. So it disrupts our sleep in that way. But if you go in the evening and sit with your other half and your kids and you watch a nice movie that makes you feel good, you're going to go to bed no problem. But if you start watching the news or any of those that are activating, you're not going to sleep. So again, I'm wanting you to choose activities during the last few hours that you're awake after you've put the day to rest. Then we're going to choose activities that are calming to the nervous system, taking a warm bath. They don't suggest exercise before bed, but doing some stretches, some yoga stretches. There's a YouTube video that you can go look at doing bedtime yoga that Janet Broughton from the UK did with me. So what can you do that is calming? I love reading before bed, but I read romance novels, and I know I read a chapter or two and then I'm off to sleep. So choose those activities. So step 1, put your day to rest, get everything out of your head. Step 2, choose calming activities, because the last thing I want to talk about is how can you make that bedroom and your bed a good, safe place to go to sleep. So what I want to talk about here is the association that we make with our bed. If you identify as a good sleeper, I probably said this in another video at some point, like my husband is one of them. Doesn't matter what's going on with him. He will go to bed. He sees the bed, he sees the pillow, and his brain goes, time to go to sleep. And boom, he's out. And I'm like, what just happened? Because now I'm having to listen to him snore. And then I'm frustrated. And if we had a difficult conversation, then I'm playing it in my mind and I'm not able to sleep. And so what would happen if I would choose to go to bed, like I used to do in the past, and lay next to him and be riled up, then I'm creating the association that my bed is a place to worry, to be angry, to be frustrated in. And the more we do that, the more that association gets strong, and the less we'll be able to fall asleep quickly in our bed. That's why if you're angry, don't go to bed. Just go on your couch, go into another room, go have a warm bath, start the tapping, rant. There's a video on rant tapping, rant out everything that is making you frustrated. Do the external orienting tapping video where you calm down your nervous system before bed. And then you have a better chance of falling asleep when you go to bed, because your bed really needs to be the safe place for your nervous system to let you fall asleep in it. So we want to create that association that my bed is a lovely place to be. And for some people, even though they go to bed now and they're not frustrating and they're thinking, oh my God, Carol, I should be sleeping. I'm not thinking about anything. Your brain and your body is just pulling information from the past when you've done it too many times of laying there awake and not sleeping. Nothing that tapping can't help and fix. I know it can. I've seen it too many times that we can actually fix that association with the bed. One, by getting out of bed and not laying there and doing calming activities to make sure our nervous system is ready for bed, going to bed when we're sleepy, and then falling asleep quickly in our bed. And if we keep reinforcing that behavior, then we will fix our sleep issues. So that's what I wanted to say about creating an easy, uncomplicated bedtime ritual. It's got to be easy, because if it's complicated, I don't know about you, but I will do it maybe for a week and then I will stop because it's too hard. We need something that we can do that is easy, uncomplicated, and that we can keep up. Like, I don't have the same bedtime evening ritual every night, but every night I do calming things, and it can change. It doesn't have to be set in stone. You can just do what works for you on any particular night. So I hope this video was good information for you. You can reach me anytime you want. Just go to my website, book an optimal sleep assessment with me. I would love to chat with you on how I can help you create a bedtime routine so that you can get the sleep you deserve. And when you're on my website, don't forget to grab your copy of Journey to Better Sleep: 5 Action Steps to Improve the Quality of Your Sleep. because sometimes there's just little things you need to change for your sleep to come back. And sometimes it's just your beliefs and your thoughts. You're doing all the right things, but the emotions, beliefs, and thoughts are getting in the way. We can use tapping to reset those. That's it for today. Thanks. Bye.